Welcome, welcome on the show. It's been forever that we haven't been, but anyway, um, apologies. Things like this happen. But when we started this show, we said that we're not gonna let the show control our life. We control how we manage the show. So if things aren't easy for us, then so be it. And I don't know, Liz is lost the father, and it was the mother's birthday and everything. She was away. And the show is a dialogue, not a monologue. So that is why it's a bit difficult to come online. And Heidi is being galvanizing everywhere. I lost track. I don't know where she is. I don't know where she's going. Dubai, Malaysia, Morovia, Morocco, all these places. Like, I'm like, what's happening right here? I don't know. I'm just here at home, sitting nicely here. Uh, but it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I hope everybody is doing very, very well. Liz, 6 weeks
Yes.
you've been gone for. 6 weeks. It's like I've never heard that before.
Only, only. I wish it was maybe 12 or something. I don't know if it was going to be enough. But oh my goodness, yeah, that was one of the best holidays I ever had. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so good to be home and so good to spend so much time with my mom. Yeah, we had beautiful discussions here on the show about going home and people expecting after having traveled so far, you should still go and travel and see them around. And this time around, I was just home with my mother. I
Mm.
made maybe about three trips that were necessary, and those were the trips that I knew from here that I was going to make. And any other trip just didn't happen. I stayed with my mom the longest time, did
Wow.
what I was supposed to do at home, and yeah, it was the best. Really, really.
Wow. I could see your mom dancing and laughing. I mean, oh my gosh, at least you're becoming a child, a baby again to your mother.
Yeah, it was lovely. She turned 83 while I was there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just beautiful. It was one of those days that the elderly have got Bible study at church.
I saw them. I saw them, but they were
So
speaking a language, so I didn't hear what we were saying. I
I just
watched.
thought, okay, let me just go along and see what the elderly do. And then I thought, okay, maybe I can just go and buy some snacks for these people to have something after this session. And that's what we did. So it was really beautiful. It wasn't a lot of people, so yeah, I spent like, what was it, $150, our 150, and
Oh,
that was
for the church. Okay. I mean, that's reasonable. That's
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That was how many? That was like 50 people,
yeah.
and yeah, they had enough to eat and drink, and that was really lovely. Yeah,
It was
it
just
was
one
it, it
man.
was well received. Well,
I
absolutely well received.
Lovely.
did I see just one man and the pastor, like only two men there at the
There
church.
were a few. There were a few, but then there were lots more women than men. As a matter of fact, I think I saw about, was it 4 or 5 men that I saw?
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, God is a God of women, my dear.
Okay.
Any any man who comes along is by grace. But when it comes to women, we are instinctively in the kingdom.
Yeah. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. When you were there, by the way, I was looking at Namibia and I saw Deadsfield. I saw some Gandawana lodges. I'm like, I want to go there. So I try look around the place. They've got the best sand batching thing. The one we go to Dubai to do. Apparently, Namibia has got the best. You
We've
know,
got the highest dunes.
can you imagine?
Yes, the highest dunes in the world. Oh my goodness, they are high. People actually go there to go and climb them.
Yeah, I saw
Takes a
people.
bit, but yeah, it gets done.
Namibia is beautiful. Heidi is the next place you want to go after all these Moronco, Moronvia, all those places you've been. So you've been teaching that about, I must say, Liz, welcome and congratulations on your mommy's
Thank
birthday.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was
Yeah.
it was good. Your friend Liz, Heidi was everywhere. Heidi, teaching. Do you teach in English as well? Because I don't know, everybody is changing to Arabics and all these things.
I do. My material is in English, but I explain Arabic because they're Arabic speaking people, so they prefer Arabic. But I've got my books and manuals and everything that I wrote are in English.
Mm,
So because of it's just easier for me. But when I come to explain and draw my pictures and diagrams and all of that, I say I usually go to Arabic. But then what happens is that even when I say the one or two words in English because I don't know the translation in Arabic,
yeah.
a lot of people go, no, talk
Oh,
Arabic. So
really?
not even a couple of words, like, come on, a lot of the words I don't know them in Arabic. So
Oh,
they say, no, please say them in Arabic. So anyway, look, it's fine. I'm learning, and I think it's just a learning experience for me, and I'm really proud and glad and grateful that I'm able to teach that, bring that to the Arabic world, bring that to Africa. You know,
mm,
we
mm,
don't we don't have psychosomatics over there.
mm.
We don't.
We
So
don't know. Mm.
someone needs to bring it to the other side of the world.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
That's absolutely right because I mean we don't even realize how much we are suffering or challenged with trauma and trauma from childhood experiences,
Mm,
Yes.
and we just find ourselves responding and reacting in ways, and we think that's just what it is. But
mm.
unless you have that level of understanding, you don't know that there's this childhood trauma that's bringing you to where you are actually.
We really don't
So,
know.
yeah,
We don't know.
definitely well done, Heidi. Bring
Thank
it, bring it to Africa.
Yeah,
you.
Take it to Namibia as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nigeria before we Namibia, we go en route. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, one really interesting thing I found out only recently. Someone was telling me, you want to go to the rich countries in Africa. And I
Mm,
thought, oh, okay, rich countries in Africa, where is that? And then
Nigeria,
this guy said, Nigeria.
of course. You didn't know that?
No.
Nigeria is very, 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 very. They rich and they are affluent. They know how to spend and to express the money, and they share them. Brilliant, brilliant country, very good country. If not because of course, the government and all the I don't know. It's a shame. If you know the history of Nigeria, it will bring tears to your eyes. And I know it's not just Nigeria, but Nigeria so much. It's a country that is full of wealth and richness and honey and milk, but is in the shadow of itself. They just kept on because they tap and they steal from it, so they're manipulating the whole country and the system where we are. Otherwise, is in fact, and they loving and they generous. I think that's probably what is affecting people like me, trauma, because of the generosity of Nigerian people and the love. Our love has no bound, really. It's crazy. I mean, that's why in South Africa they were chasing all the men out because they're taking all the women with love. They show too much love, and all the women leaving their husbands run after them. Most
Wow.
African country because they're very generous and very loving and caring, and this has no limit. And I guess that might go to the our topic today is probably one of the things that is affecting me personally. Know your limits. But welcome back. And your mom is recovering, Heidi. Your mom was sick as well.
Yes, yes, she's we took the cast off and the pins and everything. So now she's going to physio and to do some hand therapy. So that the muscles start working again better.
because she's not fat, she's slim, and she like you, so she will recover very quickly. There's no kind of very clean, so to say. But I
Yeah.
wish her quick recovery, Heidi.
Thank you, Temi.
Let's go on a break. We need help here, and I hope women of wisdom can help us. So sit tight, sit around. There's a juicy part of the topic today. We have couple, but today is particularly very interesting, and some people are ready to bash me. I think we'll be back. Welcome back on the show. Let's talk about today's topic, navigating emotional detachment or emotional resilience in relationship. The topic might not do the justice to the point. Uh, to navigate emotional detachment. Let's say emotional detachment it is. But where is the space of like real genuine love, genuine care, genuine concern when you just have emotional detachment? And I don't know if it's resilience because um
It should be restrained.
you know the nutshell of the story is a friend telling you a story, a bad story, say that they how do I put this that I will not really to do this. I've been trying to figure it out. Like the husband died, and this is the husband that she loved, and died, and so she's been mourning. Let's twist it. She's been mourning. She's been crying. The husband died. This is the love of the life, and now we're looking for counseling, psychiatrists. We're going that far to everything, and all of a sudden he goes, "Ah, I hate that man. I don't even love the man again. I never loved the man. He cheated on me." This is even though it's reverse, but this is the story. He cheated on me. He used to bash me. I haven't seen this man. He hated me. He's a bad man. I don't like him. So when somebody like me hear that, because I was in the middle of it, I'm like, I'm confused now. We've been mourning that you lost something, and this person was good, but now you're coming to say doing this, is doing that. So the question is, when people tell you something, even if they're your friends, they're your close friends, do you just detach? Do you just detach from the start and don't have any emotional attachment, or don't really? I don't know. Even uh, I'll stop, please. Where is the place of genuine friend? If I tell you something like that, like would you? I maybe it's honest. I expect you to understand. I want you to understand where I am, and then you're putting services in place for me, and I'm taking it. And like barely 2 weeks after or so, you just I just changed and said no. It's the opposite. So how do you now define? Do you generally don't listen to anybody and just flick it like detach? Where's emotion? Where's love?
Is that for me,
Yeah.
Tammy? Oh, okay, good.
Mm,
Yeah, of course, the laugh is there. Laugh probably doesn't go, but I think you work with people differently. And if this is a friend, really like a friend,
mm.
then maybe there is a need for understanding what happened, you know? Where was this all this while when you were crying and mourning and all that? Where was this part of love? Because we never heard about it, that there
Yes.
was a soft place for this person, you know?
Mm.
So I think if this is a friend, you probably just need to, friends have got time where they sit and they talk about things. So you may want to hear what happened here. I'm lost. Genuinely, you may want to tell your friend you lost me. Maybe the time that the person is flipping is not the time to bring the topic. because you also want to listen to what am I hearing this?
Mhm.
What's going on here? And then eventually you go and do your processing if it is important for you to have an understanding of where you are and how this came about. You have that session with your friend because it's your friend, and you hear what actually happened here. How did we got to where we are? And you may hear other bits and pieces that your friend probably never told you. But if this is really not a relationship, if this is not something that's worth going after, then you've invested enough already as it is. Do you still want to invest?
No.
In terms of compassion, there is something called compassion fatigue. The carer also needs a carer. As much as you refer me to all the services, there's going to be a time you may need the services yourself.
Yeah.
So I think, whoever the person is, you need to really look at this relationship and figure out what's the right thing to do for you.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, Heidi. I think I actually don't think I want to investigate. I think I've been fatigued. The reason being that I've gone through this journey with you, and it's not that I want to listen. You call me. You beg. She will beg me and say, "Please, I really want you to listen." And this is what he did. I've been beaten. I've been bashed. I've been like this. So, and I could see the trauma, like really outright trauma, and I've helped. This is what I'm thinking. I thought I've done my job. I've helped, and I'm done. And did refer you, and now you come back again, another flip totally opposite of it, and you want me also now to still continue. That's when I detach. But the reason why I want to express this, because I remember I mentioned a little bit to ID when you were away, that I still don't want to do things that is not nice. But but I want to leave this person now, but she's looking at me and she's telling people that uh I'm not doing anything, and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm tired. I've done this for like months. I don't want to do anything. So I'm just saying this because if anybody thinks I'm not doing anything now and they think maybe I'm not nice, so be it, because God knows I'm nice. God knows this person can transfer the trauma to me if I don't detach. But I'm just so surprised that I'm now thinking. So when people talk to you now, do you detach from day one and don't even care? Don't take it to heart. Don't take it any, just personal. Pray for them and forget it. That's what I'm doing. That's what,
Yeah, I think maybe Heidi would have come in there, but I mean, remember what I said. It depends on the nature of the relationship.
mm. It's not deep. It's not like friend. It's a community person that comes under uh the people that you can support. So
Okay, then you know, for for me, it's you're not losing anything here. You're not losing a friend.
no, not at
You
all.
you you have you have done what you had to do with the situation that was presented,
Mm.
and for her to maybe the realization that actually she loves the father came through the intervention that you recommended. She went to this counselor or whatever, and probably through that session that she attended, maybe she actually realized, oh, there is actually love. So maybe they are coming back to tell you the outcome of the sessions, whatever. So what else is there to do? It's for you to take note,
Hmm.
and you move on with your life. This you were not attached in the beginning.
Mhm.
You provided the required help as a community leader.
Mhm.
So for you to take note of the progress that has been made, and to leave it at that, that's fine. But what I have a problem with is if that person would then go around and say,
She did.
Les does not care.
Yeah, she did, and that's the consequence.
Then I have a problem because I cared. That's why I was recommending the support services that are available to you.
Mhm.
And I probably also came around knowing Temi Ajayi. She may have cooked and, brought a few things over and, sit
Really,
a few hours.
many hours and cooked. Yes.
Yes, yes, travel a few distances, gone to pharmacies and name them all things, because you never only, give advice, you go an extra mile. That's how I know you. So having done all that, and somebody says I did not care, you know, that is not fair towards me. And to use your words, what you have done is not nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it cannot be termed as nice. You did your part.
Yeah.
Whether that's nice to somebody or that's not nice to somebody, you did your part as a community leader by providing what you provided and gone the extra mile.
Mm-hmm.
What was the expectation of the person
Mm-hmm.
then is another question to ask. So it's not good on the part of the person to go around and, say that you did not do,
Yeah.
what, or you did not care.
Yeah.
That is not good. And if, that comes back to you, then I think there is a need on your part to probably intervene if you want to, and maybe ask the person if they really expected a little bit more and what else they expect because you did ABCD. That is if you want to clear the air. But if
Mm-hmm.
that is not important to you, then you've done your part. And she has made progress. All of a sudden she has a realization that she actually loves the person. We don't understand how we got to there, but if you don't want to be a part of the new chapter of life, then that's it. You've done your part.
That's exactly right. Saying that I'm not nice, and she should be talking to people. I'll be coming to approach, and she will turn her back. Like I've done something bad. I'm like, whoa, are you for real? So and it's come back to me. And the painful part of it is, as a leader and as an elderly person, so to say, I can't tell these people that are coming to me this story. They have no idea about this story that I know. They got nothing. They don't even know her. She just connected to them and telling them this. So I'm like, oh, I wish you know. But anyway, I will never ever tell you. Never ever. It's nothing that I can talk. You can't even say stuff like that out, whatever she told me. And it's painful. Like, okay, I wish you know, but I never mind. Since you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. And you can decide to, it's just unfair. That's what I'm saying. So I just thought I share Heidi. So, do you, if I tell you a story like that, Heidi, would you have emotional attached to me? And then, like, if I'm telling you now that uh, b- my husband is good, I love my husband, I love my husband, and then let flip, I say I don't love him. We've all been talking about him. We've all been talking. He's not good. This, and all of a sudden, I said he's good. He cares. He does. Would that not affect you? Would you not think that is she crazy, or how would you handle that?
First of all, I really like what Liz said. It's very good, and it's it actually puts it all together. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna just break it down into different or three different points because I like to break things down so I can make sense of them.
Yeah.
Well, number one, if you put yourself first,
Mm.
always, you will never have an issue in life. You put yourself first, not because you're the most important, but because you are first. So if you put your own needs first, if you put your own um, circumstances and who you're being right now first, okay, that solves all the problems and issues in life.
True. Absolutely.
Okay. So that's number one. Number two, why
Mm.
am I hearing and thinking that you actually mean to say that there is this or that? Why is it at this or that? Why is it to have compassion or no emotions at all? Why is it detachment or attachment? Life is not black and white, this or that. It's this and that together. There's so many colors in the middle. Now, my level of involvement totally depends on how I want to be right now for you. And that will come from who am I being for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I get
who
that.
yeah, so I be who I do I want to be for me, and then who do I want to be for you at this point of time. Now, that's number two. Number three, like Liz said, expectations. I expect you to hold the grudges against someone for the rest of your life because that's what you thought and that's what you led me to think. Now, that's very unfair. You're allowed to change your mind about things. You are allowed to feel differently about things. And you do that doesn't mean anything about you. You're not
Mm,
crazy. You're a human being.
mhm,
God changed his mind. Why can't you?
mm. Can preach that.
So if you are allowed to change your mind, then if I get upset about you changing your mind, that's my problem and that's my issue. That's not yours.
Mhm.
Okay. And the other thing is, what do you want to get out of this?
Truthfulness. Truthfulness. Straight, I like people to be truthful. So don't manipulate me. Saying, for example, you hate somebody uh, for so long, and you are alone. So now we're building community around you. Not to be alone. It's okay. Let them go. Is they gone? They're gone over 10 years. The person is gone over 10 years, no contact whatsoever. So we're here serving, gathering people, supporting you so that you're not alone and you're well and healthy. And then all of a sudden, something happened to that person and you're crying, my life, my world. And then you still want me to come now and still serving you. So that's
Yeah.
when I cut it and say, well, so be it, because we've given you community to heal you when you said you were sick here. But now you flip and you said that is your world. And
Yes.
again, we start mourning because you lost your world.
The real issue here, Temi, is that you're trying to make sense out of someone else's emotions or how they feel. And you know what? Good luck doing that because no one can. You cannot make sense of someone else's feelings. It's their feeling, it's something they own. I feel something and I can't make sense of it. For example, I like Bali, love Bali. You know, I have a friend who absolutely hates Bali. She says, why do you go there? Like, I have a friend, I would pay for her to come with me to Bali, and she wouldn't.
I don't like Bali. That's why I haven't been there once.
So,
But you can convince you.
my place, like I go to Bali and I go, I zen there. Okay, this is how I feel. But then you can't make sense of what I'm saying to you because you don't have the same thing. You don't have the same feeling. You know
Your
why?
feelings, your feelings.
Exactly. But you trying to make sense of my feelings? Now, this is where you have an issue. You don't make sense of someone else's feelings. Let
Yeah.
them own it,
Mm,
and you own yours.
mm. I
So,
think I think in a way you're right because when you talk about an area and about connection, I think it's and human. I think it's a bit superficial when when human being is affected, or somewhere or a place. I think it's a bit superficial in terms of that. I don't think I can marry the two together. But I think from the what you both are saying, the point that I'm getting from here, is that I think Liz was saying that you need to decide if you want to continue this ride, or if you want to stop here, and knowing that you've done all that you can do, and the fact that they now talking, because the community we are is very small. It's where people who are saying we're all comrades, we're all helping each other, right? It's expect, but this time I'm not doing all this. I've been doing all this before. So what I'm gonna get from here is very good, that you decide if you want to ask what has changed. Did I miss something? Or if I want to leave it there, and so be it. And if people think you're good or bad, it doesn't matter. Nobody will ever think anybody is good anyway. Everybody is bad in this whole wide world. You'd be silly to think you're even Jesus. Some people still hate Jesus and they talk bad about Jesus. So touch talk less you. So I think that is a very good point you reached, and I think it's a good place to end the show, to think. Their feelings is their feelings. Number one, you've done all you could. Do you want to still continue, or do you want to stop here? Hmm. There's no this or there's no that. You don't need to have any emotional. And I think what we need to have generally, it doesn't matter whether it's church or it's community or it's in whatever, is emotional intelligence. You need to know how to be
Yes.
to manage your emotion. Do you want to invest your emotion in this, and put yourself first? I think
Yes.
really you have got a lot from this. Yourself first. And I think that's one of the places where I dropped the ball, because
Yes.
I think when you are lonely, it's not me now. It's not about me now. It's about you, because somebody I feel. It's about that thing that I feel.
And you know what, Temi, personally, this is how you operate in life. You personally.
Yeah.
Like what Liz said before, if someone turns up and says, they need your help, you're going to be cooking for 3 hours and you're going to be doing this and that. This is what Liz said. This is what everyone knows you for.
If you need, that is what I'm saying. If you need it, but if you don't need it and you waste my time, it's painful to me when you give a picture that you really lonely and you really need it. If I You will get me. Anybody will get me anytime for that. But I want to know that you're genuine and you're not just using my brain, because my brain is very, very precious. Don't you?
Yes,
And this maturity, you just keep maturing every day, right? And you
true.
keep getting
100.
what. And that is why I like the counsel of the girls. As also emotions are real, but not always true. They are fickle and can change from time to time. So understand it is important. Emotions are fickle; they can change. Yeah, very, very well said. But thank you. Our half an hour is gone, and I think we've done so well. It's only 33
Thank
minutes.
you.
Didn't go too far. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching All God Bless. I hope you've gotten something. I've gotten a lot. Counsel of the wisdom. You always get something. Love
Yes.
you, ladies. I love you, and my emotion is still there. You're not changing it. Change my brain, you're in trouble. Love you, ladies. Ciao.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.